What's up everybody, I am Kami and welcome back to another Revive the Witch video. The face cam isn't working today, I apologize, but today we're going to be going over every single furniture theme right now out in the game. I won't just be going over these furniture sets though, I will be showing you their flaws and their goods. We are beginning at the Witch Chamber. I believe you completely obtained this by beating the story mode, or at least getting to chapter 4. One good detail they did add was the chalkboard right here. We can see that there's notes on the chalkboard and it has already been written on. We have a chalk stick that hasn't been used and we have one that has. We have a painting of flowers, a sofa. This clock seems to be at 11 o'clock on the dot. We have 3 pictures right here, one with a rose and one with purple orchids. And we have the desk here with the ink, the papyrus, and the books. Now, at first I used to think this was a globe, but this is actually a astrometer. The astrometer is a device used to measure the brightness of stars. And behind the astrometer we have a shelf. This shelf holds books and some purple stuff. The purple stuff seems to be taken from already, as the green stuff and these vials seem to be in perfect condition. And we have some books here, some without their top. Where did the purple stuff go, you may ask? In the cauldron. The cauldron here seems to be boiling, but it is a still image. We can see the bubbles on top of the cauldron. We see there's no fire under the cauldron, so whatever in the cauldron is reacting to itself. Fun fact about me is I actually used to do pixel art, and I actually understand how to do it and animate pixel art. If you guys are interested in seeing a video of me taking the sprites from Revive the Witch and animating them, go in the comments and let me know. The next theme is the Gothic Chamber. Here we have a mirror with pictures right next to it. We have a mahogany clock that also seems to be at 11. We can't see anything out the windows, maybe it's foggy outside. The candles on the chandeliers are bright, but they are not flickering. Once again, we are seeing still images. We have a gramophone here that seems to be turned off. Something cool they can add in is clicking on the gramophone and being able to change the OST you're listening to. I already know they have a music box, but it's like a quality of life thing, if you will. And while you do that, maybe we could see some notes flow out of the gramophone here. And I know they added like emotes for the witch and the cottage, so something they can do is maybe add an interaction with the witch and the piano. Maybe the piano is where you could hear the OST when the witch is on it. And right here we have the mahogany wardrobe. We can't peek inside to see what stuff is inside, but we can see on top we have 2 crosses and in the middle a sword. I wonder what this represents. We have a chair that seems to be a lot lower than the desk right next to it. We have some books and some pictures, which one seems to be leaning on the other. Next, we will be looking at the European Chamber. The European Chamber is my least favorite out of all of them. It isn't bad, but I think it's a little too plain. We have a picture of flowers right here, maybe daisies, but I can't depict the flower in this picture. A nice blue chair that you'd find at your grandma's home, and the same sofas you'd find at her home too. The curtains are up and the sun is shining in, but I have no idea how you would lower these curtains. They just seem really weirdly folded. We have another picture of flowers here, and these may be a bouquet of roses. We have some levitating candles right here, because the lumbar here is a part of the wall. Nonetheless, where the candles are supposed to be on is the fireplace, but we can see that the fireplace is another still image. We have a nice little desk here where people could sit down and look at themselves. We have more books, but this book right here seems to be a reoccurring one. Is it reoccurring for a reason, or are they using the same sprites? We have a globe right here that seems to be reddish instead of your green and blue. A nice amulet that's off center, and a red box here where I suppose they keep their jewelry. And some more ink, just like we saw at the Witch Chamber. This set, along with the Gothic set we looked at before, can be purchased in the furniture store. That is right here, or you could go to the shop in the main menu. Next, we have the Xmas Decor. This one is only obtained during the event currently out, so if you did miss this event, I'm sorry, you can no longer get this. We have a window on the left where we can see a castle on a snowy mountain. This castle may be the castle we visited in the story mode. And in the other window, we have the identical, exact same castle. So it's either there are 2 castles, or Revive the Witch was too lazy to just remove the castle from this one. In this corner, we have a little pallet or a bowl vase that's holding all the wood that is supposed to be in the fireplace. We seem to have 7 presents here, one hiding behind this purple one. Whatever in these presents are a lot more important than the rest because these are the only ones that have bows on them. We have a gingerbread plushie, a snowman plushie, and a sack of what I believe to be coal. And we have a note that is bigger than all the presents near it. This is probably why we see so much ink. The nice Christmas tree we have here has a star on the top that seems to be clipping through the roof. We see the lights wrap around the trees, but these lights seem to be turned off. They don't seem to have the glow like the other lights. We seem to have red and blue bulbs on this tree with white bows, but we have 3 darker blue ones in the background that don't have the bows on them. We have a rose wreath here with some bells on it, some greenery on top. We have a fireplace here that doesn't seem to be turned off even though it looks pretty cold outside. We have a candle in a box that isn't lit, but we have candles over here that are. These candles once again are still images and the light around the candles seem to be combining. We have some pictures here, one of the snow outside, and we have what I think is a reindeer head on top right here. We have a green sofa with a blanket and a bell pillow. And we have a nice reindeer chair here as well. 2 cupcakes, red and green, and a kettle. But it looks like we have no cups to drink the tea inside of the kettle. And we have the clock here that isn't at 11 o'clock, believe it or not. It's actually at 11:10. And this is my favorite out of all the themes, Starry Garden. You can no longer obtain this one as the event has already passed. We have a telescope right here to look at the stars, but we actually can't. This is because it seems the telescope is taller than most of the sprites in the game. And we have this mini telescope up here as if we could even reach the first one. We then have some dialect on a sign that seems to be pinned inside the garden. Either that or it's levitating on the flowers. We have some matching lanterns and matching flowers here, both leading up to this nice fountain. This water fountain has an angel on top that seems to be holding some. And out of everything, water. This water is another still image. I'm also glad to see the witch can clip under the water fountain for some reason. Oh, alright. The witch may not be the only thing that can clip behind the water fountain. It seems this left stream of water here goes out the water fountain and back in. That or it's staying out of the fountain and the water is only reflecting the image. And to the right, we have the bench and lamp post that should be shining on all of the bench, but it isn't. It's shining on the right, and we have no shine on the left. We also have the starry background with plenty of stars and a big moon right here. The larger the star, the more shine we could see in the middle of the star. And these little stars are emitting a little shine. But there's one star that's acting a little weird. So we have the moon right here emitting all this sunshine, but the star right here seems to be canceling it out. It's a very small detail, but for some reason this star is absorbing the moonlight instead of shining with it. Now I'm sure you think we're done because we went through all 5 themes, but I want to cover something. What's the difference between the hub world and the cottage? Did you notice? The cottage has still fire, but the hub seems not to. Even the candles have some animation. And look at the fountain. What is it doing? It's flowing. I used to do pixel art, so I understand how tedious it is to make these animations. If you guys want me to make a video where I take the sprites from this game and animate them myself, please go down there and hit the like button and comment. And while you're down there, hit that subscribe button too. If you didn't enjoy this video, hit that dislike button and let me know what you like and dislike. I love you guys, and that's all I have for you today. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.